I am a scientist seeking a sanctuary for integrity. That is what matters. Teddy Roosevelt and his diverse experiences enabled technology, enabled Ellis Island, a, a very compassionate element that emotes our perfection with the compassion, the emoted, and without the games. When my parents moved to the Deep South, they were in a non-corporate reality. They were in an excuse where drug abuse and racism, Vietnam, became a pathological reality. Ellis Island has nothing to do with class, everything to do with integrity, which is everything, okay? That is the truth. Slavery is a more complex thing there. Obama is an exceptional person. And again, there's this game within a game, the mechanism that is the opposite of Ellis Island, which is a sublime mechanism to enable ultimate integrity as economies and a sanctuary for science. Okay, it's that is a divine love without any bad jokes, without any game playing, without any, oh, I like this, I like that, I'm lucky, or there is no luck, or, I just want the sanctuary. And I know that there's people with acute integrity who also want that sanctuary, not to placate politics, okay, that of acute politics. Okay, this is insane. I cannot take this stuff seriously because politics wouldn't exist if George Washington had a sanctuary. If Martin Luther King had a sanctuary where integrity blooms safely, securely. Okay, this is very important. It's the prophecy of the British Irish integrity. Again, nothing to do with class. George Washington is middling, and it's it relates to the entire world. The integrity that is sublime. That very gifted people, scientists, the ultimate design loves the divine socialism, okay, where integrity unites and design, integral design, epiphanies in the sanctuary overrides politics, because that targets anything of virtue, any integrity. Okay, and it becomes a bloated, intoxicated game where there's no love, there's hatred. Basically, with enough intoxication, you get that you only go there out of desperation. Just comparing Thomas Jefferson and George Washington's teeth, okay, or comparing Dave Grohl and Kurt Cobain being on different geopolitical tectonics that full colonial uh, Atlantic rift versus the frontier. Um, um, okay, I can't make sense of, I'm supposed to choose. The question is, who do you choose? I don't know. It's in a vacuum, this would be automated with integrity. Okay, with loving, joyful, unpressured, because is okay, and yes, maybe China is right that the camera steals your soul, or the Muslims, whatever, that anyone who goes there without an inquisition mentality, a candy tax to play that game, instead of simply saying, "Oh, why is George Washington eating candy? Okay, why is Martin Luther King this loser? And Desmond Tutu is successful. Okay, why is China in the third world? Instead of having sublime integrity without predatory anything, without the opium wars, for sure. Because as George Washington wasn't there to straighten them out and say, oh yeah, no, I tried that stuff, and I'd much rather have tradition and love and have my really good friends there, which certainly included people who were of integrity of different races, but not in an intoxicated reality, but in a Jeffersonian innocence, which is through stages. And I'm rambling here out of desperation because I cannot figure it out. I just... Okay, in comparing the lucky people, that they want to care very much, and I don't want to guess. Okay, I could not think in the New World, and it wasn't the East Coast. That's where my thinking began. But I was constantly in poverty. That was the problem. That poverty and associating with unqualified people. Okay, and having no invitation. The kibbutz, if there had been someone lovely who says, here's, we want you to be here, I would have done that. It would have been so fantastic. Okay? People of integrity convey that and secure that ultimate. I believe that people like Beyonce and Obama and Spielberg have integrity equal to their sociological well-being, goodness. Okay, the word luck, yes. And I just want to be with people who are truly integral, who are articulate and clear. Okay, I love to enjoy the show, but it's, I cannot decode the expectations on me because I have no education, and that this tiny little device is nothing. The rationality is printed out. It's not some obnoxious element, right? It's not, or some incoherent elements. Um, yeah, I met some fantastic East Asians, and working as a team, okay, and having, without the threat of incoherent elements. That's my only fear, is that there's chaos and disasters. Okay, and that's what holds up everything. This inability to think or care, to love. Okay, I cannot decode any of it. It's all an AI impossible, instead of an automatic response, an automatic intervention. Okay, that's the one thing that I wish happened automatically, that I didn't, at the Israeli consulate, that someone had welcomed me and said, "Oh, we understand. We can see from your photo that you're somehow qualified for my." By that point, my test scores, my whatever, and that you qualify, and we're here for you, and we just won't leave you because we're truly compatible. Okay, and to go around the world a bit, and very cautiously, without any incoherent sort of perversion or chaos. Politics itself. Keep on rocking in the free world, it's just an excuse for drug abuse of one kind or the other, instead of sheer rationality, which can be named carefully or pragmatically, can be renamed. I love that idea, That's why I probably had so many nicknames that people would give me, because they're trying desperately to associate me with my integrity or my behavior. The ET phone home was surely my classmate, witnessing me for many years, including on the bus. And trying to connect the dots so that integrity automatically happens. Okay, that's all I want. I think Beyonce and a lot of those New Yorkers, Jewish people and German people and Irish people and Asians, I cannot figure this out. I would have done it when I was 5 years old. It was if I was nominated, okay, in the right way for intervention, that's I just want to be with people who care, and I can't. I'm guessing here. It's a roulette wheel of total uncertainty, because there's no indicator of what is what. I really am going blind here, or surfing, navigating blind. I see all these things, and I don't know what those expressions mean, what all this, any of it. I did the scientific method, which involves a private studio and people who truly care. Okay, even if they're, wildly bisexual. Okay, or wildly articulate, indeed, that they truly care. I'm the guy who can validate all that engineering potential, all that ultimate efficiency, and documenting love and focus without playing a guilt game. Okay, I didn't sign up for that. That was simply a schizophrenic broadcast name thing that I ended up being named after Nixon and not in the Protestant hospital that my brother was born in. And I contact me, please. I am not racist, but there are radically incoherent people, including, British and German people who are just like completely psychotic, basically, or deranged. I can't understand what they're saying, and I prefer to avoid those elements. And if they cannot articulate anything other than random sort of foolishness, I'm petrified. That's when stupid stuff happens. Please, okay, big tech. That's always want you guys to come and the balance. I love balance. That is an excellent reality, and to have a lifetime of balance. Okay,